All right, good morning. It is February 24th, 6:30 a.m. It's taking a look at EJ right now, just waiting for a break and close above 128.750. It looks like we got it. But it's a weak candle right there. Look who's back.
Yes, sir. What's up,
Haven't
man?
seen you in a minute. How you been, man?
Yeah. I've been falling back into bad habits, bro.
Uh-oh.
Back on the charts now.
Something we got to talk about?
Oh,
Where do we begin?
yeah, it's nothing bad. It's just the problem with the consistency, bro.
Okay. And
Biggest
what would
problem.
you attest it to?
Hmm?
What would you attest it to?
The schedule. It's really the schedule. Waking up at 6 a.m. I have trouble keeping like consistency in that.
Okay. What happens when your alarm clock goes off?
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Who is that? Oh,
Hey,
it's
it's
Duke,
Duke.
my man.
Yep.
Hey, how
Hi.
you doing?
Happy trading.
What was it?
Yeah, just wish everybody like a great day. Happy trading.
You as well, man. You staying with us or you just
Yeah.
popping in?
I'll stay with you guys.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So we got that Zoom at 3, right? All right, so what's it called? So when that alarm clock goes off, like what goes through your head?
Snooze.
Yeah?
Well, it depends if I have enough sleep or not. Yeah, it's just the most. I don't even know what to expect because I don't understand myself. I'm trying to understand why it's just having a
What
problem with that consistency. I'm really
what
trying
time
to
do
figure
you
out.
what time do you go to bed?
Too late, man. Sometimes like midnight, 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Like I have trouble going to bed at like 10 just to get that good sleep.
Do
Just
you
because a bad habit is just staying up late for no reason.
Yeah, you ever take melatonin?
Sorry?
You ever take melatonin?
Yeah, I have some. I have some.
Okay. So like I'm gonna challenge you tonight to take melatonin as early as possible and try to get to bed as early as you can. And you're naturally gonna want to wake up early. But then the next couple of days, you're gonna be so tired that you're just gonna eventually just want to go to bed a little bit earlier from waking up so early,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, makes total sense. Yeah.
So
I
start
just
doing that, and then also count down from 5 when that alarm clock goes off.
Oh, I should. And I do it like I place like in the back of my room, so I have to get up and go get it. But I don't know. I'm just tired. I just
Oh, you place the phone in the back. That's a great
yeah
tactic.
yeah. I used to do that with like a glass of water, and I would just chug it in the morning. That would help. But then it
That'll wake you up.
get stagnant. I don't know. I just have to find tricks. That's my biggest weakness, man.
Okay. Well, dude, work on it. You
Yeah, for
know,
sure.
that's
Yeah,
that's like a skill that you're working on in trading. It's
yeah,
like waking up.
yep. It sounds stupid, but man, that's my problem right now.
Okay. I mean, it's everyone's got their weakness, right? Like we all have them, and that's just yours. So you
Yeah,
just want to work on getting better at it and waking up a little bit earlier. Just count down from 5. And once you do, you get down to 3 or 4, just get up.
yep. I have that book. I have that book. It's a good book.
It's a great book.
Yeah, I
What
think I
was it?
just
I
missed the
forget her
movie.
name that she came up with that kind of.
Hmm.
So
I just missed some sales, man. I was looking for those sales, exactly those sales
we're on EJ.
at GJ right now.
Oh
What's
yeah, no,
happening
I'm
there?
waiting for. So on GJ, let's see what's 30. Yeah, so with GJ, I'm waiting for because you're calling tops over here, and GJ's very bullish. The yen is extremely weak. And obviously the pound is strong with the lockdown's coming to an end, the vaccine's on schedule, all that stuff. It's doing pretty well. And then also you want to keep in mind that we have the monetary policy report hearings. So that's going to be at 9:30. That's a lot of volatility right there. It's a red folder event. So just keep that in mind. So when you guys are looking at sales and trying to call tops, just understand that, like, first of all, you're calling tops, and you know in the back of your head that's not a good idea. So wait for supports to be broken before you start calling sells when GJ is so bullish. I understand that it should be correcting soon, right? At some point, it should be correcting. It's been bullish forever. Like when is that going to correct? But when you're looking for something like that, you want to wait for a price to break a certain support before you do start calling sells. Look at this move right here. Don't you want to wait for this? You don't want to be in here. You want the easy move, the safe move. Especially like when you guys are first starting out in trading, or you're not confident yet, just wait for the safer move. You don't have to get in over here. If you look at the 1 hour, I mean, price did break the low of this candle right here, but it's been wicking down into this area, back into this range a couple times over here. It could very well come back up. I do think it's going to continue bearish based on the lower time frames. This candle closing below these over here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Got everyone in the house. I love it.
Morning, boys.
What's up, my man? Big day for James.
Yeah, right.
Let's go.
I'm excited.
That's awesome, man. So obviously, like I said, we have that close back into the range with this candle right here. But what I was looking at is this candle. You could have very well taken a sell after this candle closed bearish like that, but that'd be stupid because you have all these wicks coming right back down into the area. So when you're trying to call tops like that, just wait for this support to be closed below, to be broken, and you got a clean move to the left.
Yeah, got it.
Right?
Yeah. I was looking at it though. I was just looking at that support up there, but of course, like the lower support makes more sense.
Yeah,
because it has a way bigger traffic.
Just want to say hello to everyone before I continue. What's up, guys?
Good morning.
How is everyone?
Good morning. Good. How you doing?
Great, man. Ready to kick off the day? I know Christian already kicked off the day.
Yeah.
Let's go. So we're in this bullish channel right here. Obviously, like I said before, the yen is extremely weak. The pound is on track for lockdowns being over. Obviously, everything going on with the vaccines in Europe. They're finally the euro and Germany is really picking up when it comes to the vaccines, because they started pretty slow. Now they're starting to pick back up. But we've been in this bullish channel, and now we're starting to tap. We tapped 150, extremely psychological level. So we tapped it right here. This is a key area right here at obviously 150, that psychological level, and then also this bullish trend that price has been in. Now, this could be a key level. If we break this support right here, which is what I'm looking for sells, got that clean move to the left, and then this key area right here, previous support or previous resistance, price comes over here. Let's say we do this. Retest that real quick, maybe even on the lower time frames, take this down. We get a little consolidation on this trend line, and we continue bullish up to 150. GJ always does this. Creates the high. We're creating the high right now. So we're going to come back down, create the low, retest that previous resistance, and then take that back up. You should be a robot by now. Like it should be like stuck in your head that that's what GJ does. We've been going over it for the past 3 or 4 weeks. Every single time. It's clockwork. So that's what I'm looking for on GJ. On EJ, I'm looking for a close below this area. Now, I want to point out why it's so important to wait for candles to break zones, because I was looking at the 1 hour right here, and look at the 1 hour. Like, this is a great setup, right? We see this setup. I was looking at, before this candle created its top wick and tapped this area, I'm looking at price creating no bottom wick over here, passing the high of this bearish candle. We've seen this setup many times, right? You guys are used to this setup. Now, if you go to the 30-minute, we're just in a range. And I could have very well taken a buy as price passed the high of this candle right here. But I knew that we had to close above this area before we get anything. Look above this resistance. You got plenty of room. 39 pips. Let's call it 40, where we could come up into. You also have this consolidation area. forget if it's on the 30-minute or the higher time frames. Right over here. This is what we're coming up into. So, I mean, and this is the 4-hour too. So imagine what it looks like on the lower time frames. So just be aware of this. You do have this clean move to the left. I'm waiting for price to break that level. And then once it does, I mean, there's a high chance that price is going to come up into 129, 129, 100, and 200. So that's what we're looking for on EJ right now. I'll zoom out a little bit. And then if you look at the daily as well, yeah, move. Now, I mean, on the higher time frames, you could be calling tops over here. You know, but are we gonna, you know, did it create its bottom wick and it's continuing up? And if it does, we could catch the rest of this move up to 129. And at some point, I do think EJ may tap 129 and then come back down to retest this trend the price has been in for quite some time because it's so overextended. But for scalp opportunities today, that's what I'm looking for. Unless we get that break below this area, I don't think this is going to happen. I think we're going to get some Wednesday volume pushing price up, and we're going to get a play in the zone. Excuse me. But we could very well come back down to retest with this wick right over here. If we get a strong close on the 1 hour, you know, I do think price is going to continue up and close above this area and continue up. But we have a wick to fill past the low of this candle right here. Could we get a break of this, retest of this area, just so you can see it? Oh. Got a clean move to the left, come back down, and then come back up. Again, I don't think that's going to happen. That's like a secondary bias, but it very well could. You got to be ready for everything. Always have a plan. All right, we're laying bricks. Dude, I'm excited for James. Who else is excited for James? Just like I said on Slack, same
I feel like
same
it's opening
fucking
day,
thing.
kinda.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Just
For real.
control your emotions. It's the one thing we've been working on for the last couple weeks.
I took my P&L off of my MetaTrader.
There you go.
Deleted it.
That's a great great tactic to use, I guess you could call it.
So, looking at the GJ, I was looking at the news last night, and you know they came out with first quarter GDP will no doubt undershoot fourth quarter for the yen. So,
I'm sorry, what was that? I got it. One second. Let me just close this door. Sorry, buddy. What was that?
Very good. So like looking at the move last night, right? That was based off the Bank of Japan saying GDP will no doubt undershoot the first quarter GDP will no doubt undershoot fourth quarter. So like technically, or if you want to use the term fundamentally, we didn't really, you know, that move last night was based off news. So we should get a correction, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, technically, like you said, normally when that happens, you know, you're going with probability. And all you're looking for, you know, you keep that in the back of your mind, and then you just watch candles print. That's what technical analysis is for. It just gives you the backing of where price should be. You know, banks are looking for prices. You know, they're looking to bring price back to a certain area. It's not necessarily have to be on a chart. It's just, you know, we just reached 150. Okay, now let's bring price back to 148 so we can get into a better level. You know, that's the way I think they're thinking, you know, and I've heard from a couple of my different mentors that I've learned from that, you know, that is the way they think. I got a buddy that works in Goldman Sachs out in London. It's just the way they just want to bring price back to certain levels. And that's why support and resistance, supply and demand are so important. That's the number one. You know, you see me add these trend lines, and trend lines are important because obviously people and human psychology want to bring price back to that. You know, they want to keep it into a channel. or price is following a trend and it's going to come back down and retest the trend line support, right? Before it starts heading up. But my main confluence is supply and demand. That's without supply and demand, I go over this in the course. There is no business, right? So just wait for levels to break, like I said, and we should get that correction. But again, it's hard to tell because you're calling tops on a pair that's so bullish. So you want to wait for levels to break. You don't want to get impatient. I know you guys see this on the 1 hour, like, oh my God, we're coming down, we're coming in. Just wait for this support to be broken. That's all. It's that easy. It's just patience. You're gonna make money if you wait. What else we got in here? We got Noah, we got Justin. What's up, everyone? Nathan.
What's up? Good morning.
We got 2 Nathans in here. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, if any chance you'd have a look at US CAD for me, I'm eyeing a trade at the moment as it's going to pass the low of a previous candle by any chance.
I like that.
It's in a decent zone at the moment. There doesn't seem to be much in its way. Looking on the daily, the next zone that there is like 100 pips away, like the next zone of support. So
You're saying right over here or all the way down here? Right here?
Yeah, that one there. Yeah, I think it's like 500.
You just be aware of this because again, this is the daily, and obviously you can see this red line. This is where price is at. Look what happened last time. It was at 125,500.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm kind of waiting on it to pass that low of the previous one.
Yeah.
What was that price you said? Was it 500? Was it?
Yeah, it was 125,500.
Okay, well, if it did get down there, I would technically be able to move my stops to break even because it would be 11 pips or something as it does pass.
You're in it right now?
No, I would move it though because the zone or the area I would need it to pass would be 125,630. So I could technically catch 12 pips, 11 pips until it catches down to the 500 area. And if it did react to the zone, I would already technically be risk free at that stage.
Yeah, I would just wait for the close below this area because now you see the red line is starting to reject. If we go right back to where we were, we're extremely bearish right now. So are we going to tap into this area right here and then come back, retrace, and continue down to 124 to retest this low and then come back down here? Does that seem pretty reasonable?
Yeah. Or again, obviously, if it pops through the other side of that, it could come back up, retest, and then continue downwards. But I don't know.
It could, but you want to wait for the close below that area. How many pips do you have right here? That's what you want to ask yourself too. Like the first thing you want to do before taking a trade is identifying your stop loss. So is 15 pips enough for you? Where the R to R, let's see. What's the 1 hour?
Like 1 to 1.
But what I'm saying is it definitely can come down to retest this level. But is it going to pass through that? And you got the 1 to 1. Are you okay losing, 12 pips? Obviously, you're going to manage risk if price comes up into this area over here. I like the setup though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure you know this pair much more than I do in the way it moves. But I'm just where if this was 25 pips away, I'd be in a sell right now. But I do hold on. This 15-minute candle closed with no bottom wick right here. Previous support. What time is 6:50? Wait for 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Wait for the hour close. because the hour close could come right back up and create its top wick, and that could be your entry.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah. When
Perfect.
you're starting to get around like 650, 655, try refraining from taking a trade because you could get that pullback to create the top wick and then continue down. See all these top wicks up here on these bearish
Yeah.
candles? Right here.
Mhm.
And this is the hourly too. So you know, after an hour, even this candle right here past the high of these candles to grab liquidity and just hit it down.
Mhm.
Let's see where we're at. GJ's rejecting this area right over here. This 30-minute candle closed with no bottom wick. This candle pushed all the way down. Now it's starting to come back up. So we
Do
could
you
get
think that if it breaks into that 149.638 there, where you have it and it tests support there or finds support as it did on the other side of that head and shoulders, basically, and then it continues up to break that 150?
to 150, yeah, we could retap 150 again today.
Okay.
You got a 40 pip range to play in right here, and that's what you want. I mean, we could get a double tap of this and then start coming down, which normally is what happens with it, just about any pair, especially a level like 150 and a high volume day. But again, be careful with GJ today because you got the monetary rate policies.
I want to be on a buy in EJ, but I'm waiting for this hour to close.
Oh, look at this. This is nice right here.
Yeah.
So wait for the hour to close and we could get where's that? Here we go. This could be our move.
Maybe a retest of 128.740.
Yeah.
With the
You
bottom
create
wick for 1 hour.
The hourly bottom wick. Retest over here.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it. Here's text me in here. Mate.
So on MetaTrader, I'm looking at this like text above the beta, I guess box if you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
It says there's a 0.0% probability you will lose 1% from your account. So like as I guess you go into drawdown, does that probability increase? And Magic Keys just tells you how much of a probability there is you're going to lose the trade.
So yeah, that like right here. So you're talking about right here?
Yeah.
So on this trade, 1 pip, 1.8. Okay. Your risk is 99% of this account. 80% probability you will lose. Based on like where your stop loss is and everything like that, that's always going to change.
Right.
Percent of the account. The lots obviously is probably the most important, like what would change. But you're asking, I'm not too sure what your question was.
It's just does any I mean, do you pay attention to that?
I don't even look at that. Like I know my risk when I'm placing my my stop loss, you know?
Yeah. I hadn't seen that before. I think I had the box hiding that stuff. But it don't matter.
Oh, we got Mate in here. My man.
Hello, guys.
What's up, buddy?
Good morning. Good morning.
Going good. How you doing?
Doing great, man. How about yourself?
Please? Yeah, I'm good. I'm sorry for being late. I had a few things to do. Sorry.
You already traded London anyway.
Yeah, I already traded London. I actually just came to more hang out with you guys and get to know.
Love it, man.
How's been going? How you doing?
Been great. We're looking at EJ right now. We're right at that close above this area over here.
Okay,
we're
perfect.
waiting for the 7 o'clock hour close, or the 6 o'clock hour close, 7 o'clock open. We're waiting for that close above this area, and we could take this out. We got about 40 pips over here to play with.
All right, perfect.
Nice
Perfect.
strong rejection zone on the 4 hour over here, but we have a clean move to the left. We have, if you want to, I'll just do this for you so you guys can see. We have like a clean bearish candle right over here coming down on the 4 hour over here. So you just want this close above here. Hopefully this happens at 7 o'clock. And as long as it doesn't close below this area, we should be good.
All right, makes sense. Just look at the analysis.
As far as a low risk swing, what we could have done was enter that right over here. But, you know, you're placing your stop loss down here, anticipating price to continue up. But I'm looking for a scalp today and just that safe entry to take this out. So hopefully this, normally this happens. And then at the last like minute or two, we get that close above.
All right, all right. How about maybe on the previous 30-minute candle? Would you consider entering there or no?
The only thing is, like, how big is this range right here? Do you have to play?
Yeah, all right.
You know, like, look. And when I first came to the charts, you know, I'm looking at this, anticipating, because I was first looking at the 4 hour and the 1 hour. You know, I've seen this setup so many times. But then if you drop down to the 30-minute, the 15-minute, you know, it's a small range to play with.
Yeah.
You just want to be
So,
smart.
agree.
So we're getting that pullback right now at 7 o'clock. Hopefully, should get that close above. And that should be a nice indicator that we're heading up. I'm going to be in the city all day. I'm going to be just back testing on the iPad all day long. All day long. What's that from? It's from a movie. So yeah, Nathan and Matei, you guys both got a nice move on during London, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
during
pre-London.
yeah.
That's awesome. Play that
Yeah,
well. You got your runner stopped, right?
Yeah, my runner hit pretty
Yes,
quickly.
same there.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I gotta turn my computer volume down.
Yeah. It was crazy volume on GJ.
Yep. Looks like it's getting that retest right now.
Yeah.
If we close above this area, you could have that move. Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? Oh, Duke, when it comes to like backtesting session, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the charts in the group Trello. It sucks because I haven't been able to backtest as much as I've been wanting to. I've just been, you know, obviously focusing on you guys, making sure I'm getting back to everyone and all that stuff. So I've kind of had to sacrifice my own growth as a trader to do so. But you know, I'm you know, still working with my schedule and making sure everything's good. But when it comes to the backtesting session, you know, it's just me backtesting on my iPad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the charts in our group Trello right here. And are you guys all in this? I just want to make sure everyone is in right now. I added Matei yesterday. Who's new in here? Nathan's pretty new. So Nathan, you're in this, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And then Giordane, I added you right away, right?
Yep.
Cool. And Duke's in, or David's in, cool. So I'm gonna be adding you know, trades into here. Now wait a minute. Previous dates. Okay, previous dates are right over here. Someone moved them. So we'll put I'm gonna be back testing and putting some in here. The only thing is when I'm back testing on my iPad, it's just like I'm trying to get some volume in. Like I'm on the rewind tool on Trello, and I'm trying to get a certain volume of trades in and just I'm playing it, guessing where price is going to go, journaling it real quick. I'm not really writing as much detail as I normally do, but the way I look at it is, you guys can kind of, most of my journals in my real journal, you can read the details, you know what I'm doing. Now you can use this as like almost like a guessing tool, like guessing, okay, what would he have done here? What is he doing here? Why is he securing at this point? Where would he have secured? Whatever the case is, but you guys can use it as a tool for that.
Perfect. It's perfect.
All right. So 7 o'clock, we close below this area.
Passes the wick from the previous high. You take
If
it.
we pass this wick, that could be a good entry.
Okay.
That 1 hour entry, let's see. That 1 hour entry right here I was talking about, you would have been stopped out right here. This 30-minute candle closed. And that's why you don't want to trade in a range like this, right, Mate?
Yeah, right.
This
Agreed.
candle closed with no wick to the top at the resistance and then came right back down. Obviously came up and then came right back down where the entry was, and spread would have taken me out. Or you just actually would have gotten taken out.
Yeah. Agree.
I gotta use these more. These blue light glasses. So how's everyone's week going so far?
It's not bad. Probably a break even trading wise, but it's only the start of it, and I'd rather take these losses at the start and then get better slowly but surely.
There you go. It's a lot of getting used to this year. It's a different market than it was last year.
I've just entered a USD CAD trade. It's just fallen through its ass now.
Dude, you're saying you haven't traded yet this week?
Yeah. I
Okay.
haven't found any, setup that I'm really comfortable with.
I like it. Are you at least
Yeah.
back testing moves you would have taken?
Yeah. So most of them are very similar to yours. So yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, that's it's just as important journaling the trades you would have taken as it is, your wins and losses. As long as you keep doing that, you're gonna be good. We're getting that rejection over here. Yeah, super important. Giovanni.
Hey, good morning, guys.
What's up, my man? How you doing?
Morning.
How are you?
Good, man. Good.
Got
How
some
are you guys
weather
doing?
down there, huh?
The weather here is perfect, man. Sunny as shit.
Yeah, I shouldn't have asked. Got a lot to do today.
So in MetaTrader, Magic Keys is telling me to open the X tab, and so I kind of deleted all that. Do y'all know how to get it back up in MetaTrader?
James, what tab?
So it's asking me to look at the experts tab on Magic Keys, and
Okay.
I like took away the journal, I guess you could say, at the bottom of MetaTrader where it shows you the P&L.
Yeah.
I guess it's asking me to open the experts tab, but I don't know how to get. I guess the journal is what it's called.
Journal's right here.
Hold on, let me pull this in
It's
there.
right next to experts.
Right, so like none of that's there for me when I deleted that whole. What do you want to call it?
Yeah, I think you have to go to view, and then you have all the pop-ups you can add on your screen. I think it's this one.
Yeah. So it's all in here. So which one are you looking for?
It was Toolbox. That's what I was
There you
looking for.
Toolbox. Oh, this whole thing. Oh, you actually removed this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely want it. You just collapse it like I do. You know.
Okay.
I think you can also change like from your profits to pips, so you only see like the numbers. That helps a lot.
Can you really?
Yeah,
that's
I
a good
think you
feature.
can, yeah.
On MT5 or both?
I
think
used to
both.
do it on MT4 as well. I'm on MT5 now, and it still works.
Let's see.
I think you just have to right click it, and then you
Yeah, just right click. Yeah, right.
yeah. And then
Columns.
I think you have to right click the
Because this
your
is what
balance.
gives you, you can check everything that you want.
Yeah.
Maybe if you unclick profit.
I don't know. I think you have to right click the balance, like the gray bar. I think it gives different options. Does it? Oh yeah, profit. Yeah, profit. I don't know who said that, but
I
No,
took
the-
profit off, but the thing is, Magic Keys shows it to you anyway.
yeah.
I'd just rather keep it there. I do like glancing at it. Like obviously in the beginning, I didn't like looking at it. Now I'm cool with it. I don't care.
Hey, did you guys see that move yesterday and
Oh yeah,
that 1 minute candle?
yellow FOMO.
No, I wasn't even on the chart,
Yeah,
but I
good,
saw it. I was like, whoa,
good shit, man.
that was crazy.
Yeah, I had a paper trade in, and I was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, James, you were in it, right?
I was, and and the crazy thing was, I took another paper entry when the 15-minute closed bearish, like at 7:15, and then I went and played a game of Call of Duty with my buddy right before I was gonna go to bed, and I looked back, and it was like 120 pips. And I
Yeah.
was just sick. I was like, "Are you serious?" Because like 2 hours before, I debated like depositing the money that I ended up depositing last night.
Mhm.
So a little bit of FOMO. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but it's all good. It was fun to watch.
It's natural with those moves.
Yeah, it's just like, damn. I felt like I was trading gold or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, messed with us a little bit yesterday, huh?
Yeah, yesterday was a weird day.
So we could be coming down to tap this trend line, and then New York Open. We could get that close above.
Yeah, we just want to see close above, right?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Dude, my legs are so bad. We get them. Did not feel like doing that run last night.
I didn't want to get up this morning, but I was like, have to do it.
There you go, baby. You hear that, Jacob?
Yeah. Gotta take notes, man.
Yes, sir. Dude, Tiger Woods.
Saw that? Yeah, he got in an accident.
Not
Nah,
good.
man.
Bad
Not
for
good.
golf. Definitely bad for golf.
I don't know if he'll be back now, to be honest. Considering
Yeah.
he's probably he was at the end of his career, and anyways.
It said he had multiple leg injuries.
Yeah, but he's still so young. Like, look at Jack Nicklaus. Look at Arnold Palmer and who else?
I'm really worried about his
Tom
back.
Watson. What's up?
I'm really worried about his back because he's
Yeah,
had
no,
like
it's
2
his
back
back
surgeries.
That's the first thing I thought about. I didn't even think about his legs. Like his back's probably all jacked up from that.
Sad day for Goff. He brings in a lot of money and fans.
Dude, I used to, my grandpa used to put him on. This is back when he was a kid, back in the 90s. I was only a kid, obviously a little toddler. And I would just like try to practice his swing in front of the TV every time he would put him on. And you know, now when I play golf, like my swing looks like his. Obviously I not as good. But it's cool seeing, like, feeling the same exact swing. If you watch Tigers, it's pretty similar. My buddy swings exactly like Jim Furyk, if you know who that is too.
He's got a pretty interesting swing.
Yeah.
Man, for gold is stuck in that range in the order block.
Yeah.
In the 815, 794.
Yeah, no. That's what
If I-
I'm waiting for.
That's a big range in the higher time frame.
Yep. This is the 1 hour. So I'm waiting for price to break this resistance to come back up into here.
Yeah. That's gonna be a clean trade there.
I don't want to trade in this. Like, look at these wicks on gold. This is the 1 hour.
You get wicked out so quickly with gold as well. It just happens all the time.
Oh, yeah. Let's go over to the NOAA dashboard.
So what do y'all think about 128,500 for EJ? Like coming back down and testing that support again before we head back up.
You're saying come back down?
Looking at the 30-minute, really.
Yeah. So
Trying to find support at 128,700. So if it obviously comes down, then there is a clean mirror there clean move to mirror there on the left side. So probably could happen on the 15-minute, but I don't know. It just seems so bullish at the moment. I don't see it pulling back down to 500.
yeah, that's going to take a lot. I mean, that move's not going to be in the New York session. I don't think.
That's the definition of trying to call tops anyways. Like if you were to try and pop that trade in, like
if you look at the 1 hour too, like we could be retesting this candle right here and then continuing back up. See this? Created its bottom wick and then coming up to fill this wick and continuing up.
That's true.
So, like we've pointed out multiple times in the past couple of weeks where, you know, we could have very well taken this right here, this pass to the high of this candle right here. That'd be a nice intraday trade. You'd still be at break even. Maybe you would secure or, you know, close partials here. But why not just wait? Wait for the clean move, get a tighter stop loss, make the same amount of money, and that's it. When it comes to like swinging EJ, it's like, you know, you're buying the high up here. Like, yeah, it could very well come up to 129, which I do think it's going to happen. But again, you're buying the high. You want to get in at a better price. But when it comes to scalps, it's a whole nother game, whole nother strategy. So what I'm waiting for, and obviously I put my P&L to the side, is something like this. Where price past the high of this candle right over here, we might be able to get a tighter stop loss too. We'd be under this candle, 13 pip stop. But a nice close above. 15-minute form of support. This candle grab liquidity. Could be heading up. Dave, your calves are tight, huh? You been running?
Yeah,
Hitting that boardwalk over there, huh?
yeah. It's pretty nice. It's a nice view.
Yo, Dave met me through Rakeel, and Dave lives in the same town that I do.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
He found me on Instagram. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I know.
Nice.
And he goes to the same gym I used to go to, but I no longer go to a gym because I really don't need it. Especially doing this 75 hard.
What do you do then? You don't lift weights in, you have weights in your house?
Well, my apartment complex has a little gym in there, so I got the dumbbells I
Nice.
need, got the lifting equipment, the treadmills, the bike, lap pull down, shit like that, and then
Do
you know
you carry a lot of weight, or are you like doing a lot of reps now? A lot of repetition?
the thing is, yeah, I used to play football, so I was always lifting heavy. Now it's like what's the point of benching 300 pounds?
not
Like
worth
I don't need that right now.
You're right.
So.
And people might not know it, man, but lifting that much weight later in the future, all your joints get messed up, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I remember I used to go when I used to work out in Gold's Gym. Those old juice heads used to tell me, man, bro, you don't need to carry that much weight, man.
Yeah.
Look at my joints now.
It's good to hear though for you. Yeah, it's a lesson to learn.
Yeah, they try to guide you sometimes.
100%. Yeah, that was my gym.
Man, so you got a nice little setup there in your apartment. Nice.
Yeah, I mean it's a small gym. It gets the job done. Would I like a big gym? Yeah, but do I need it? No. Starting to get enticed by this move right over here. 715 volume.
It looks good so far.
Right? I'm going to change something over here with my magic keys. I'm going to try something with got Rory in the house. Where is it? So let's start. Oh, we got Rory in here. Bomb
Morning.
music.
What's up, Roy?
Morning. What's
Hello.
up? Going live on James?
I wanted to ask, who doesn't have somebody to check in with every Friday, like an accountability partner?
It's me.
Yeah, no, I know you don't. That's why I was trying to partner you up with somebody. Does anybody want like even if you are with somebody else, do you guys want to match up with Matei?
Yeah, it'd be good for me, I think, because I want to get as much as I can from different people. So I'm already partnered with Lee, and I'm supposed to be talking to him on Friday, but I'd like to partner up as well, if that's all right.
That's awesome. You guys both trade London too, and that's what
That's
Matei's looking
perfect.
for.
That's perfect.
So good shit. And you both have the similar accents, so that's a plus.
We'll get along well.
No, why is this right there? There you go.
Yeah, Rory, day one, baby. Opening day.
Go. Go.
Well, nothing less than 100 pips. That's all I'm saying, James.
Yeah, right.
You've been talking these GJ trades all day, so I want to see 100 pips today.
Anything less
You and
is
me
an
both,
absolute
sir.
failure.
Well, the USD CAD is nicely here for me. It's just past the low previous candle. I'm gonna wait till it gets down to that 500 zone, and then I'm gonna take partials and move my stop loss to entry.
Okay. The USD CAD.
Yeah, I took the trade just as it passed the low of the previous one. It came into the zone. It looked like it was going to close back in. If it closed back into the 125,600 zone, I was just going to close half, or I was going to close the whole thing, to be honest. But yeah, it's looking nice there, so I'm going to let that go. And when it comes into the 500 zone, I'll close 80%. I actually might close 85% just because, as you said, it might come back up there, retest that 600 zone, and then continue downwards.
Well, it already would have. Like, it just didn't create its top wick. Like, I was expecting a top wick to be formed. I got to sneeze. But and you said you already secured?
No, not yet. I'm gonna wait till it gets to about probably another 3 or 4 pips before I secure partials.
Yeah, good shot.
It's not in major profit just yet. I think I'm hovering like 3 pips at the moment. So if I can get up 7-8 pips on the trade and let it swing down, because if it does break through that 500 zone, as I said, the next one down is 24,800 or 24,600 or something like that. So that would be a nice to catch it.
100%.
So this is kind of funny. The if you look at the last 2 months, basically, of diesel, like the futures market, we've only had like I think 4 red days. And so if you had closed your eyes and taken a buy at the beginning of every day, you'd have like a 80 to 85% success rate just trading diesel futures.
That's
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I've never traded futures before.
I don't necessarily trade them, more so just hedge with them. So it's not nearly the same thing. But like if you go look at the like the daily chart for HO H, which is heating oil, and H is the futures month for March, it's literally just green. the whole thing. It's crazy. I know our traders in Houston just think they're the greatest traders in the world right now.
So I like this setup on EJ. I like the fact that price created its bottom wick and it's starting to head up. So I'm entering dynamic risk right now, where you split your risk between multiple positions. So I'm entering like 0.5% of. I don't know why this isn't up. There we go. 0.5% of my position right now, with price heading up like this. And if it continues up, I can multiply that and obviously hit that double trade. But I like the way right before 7:30.
I'm also in. Took it at the break of the 15-minute high.
Let's go. We need that soundboard. The clapping for James. That soundboard.
Current 30-minute.
I gotta find a better one.
Well, that website you found had all sorts of buttons and gizmos.
Gizmos. It's a great word.
I'm gonna wait till it passes that previous high, 790 or so, 795, or even if it just passes over that 800 mark.
Yeah, that's
I don't want to trade. I don't want to trade EJ, US CAD, and GJ all of them one day.
Well, I mean, like with Nathan, like you just took your one of your trades, right? So you kind of typically want to. I don't know, that's up to you. That's subjective. But to me, it's like, all right, I just got my win. Do I want to take another trade right after that?
Yeah.
No. Wow, I just found a meme soundboard.
Oh boy, that's exciting.
If the Rick Ross hut is there again, we have to make that our sound.
Huh? Oh, we got someone in the chat. Justin. What's up, Justin?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man.
Like gold about to break the high.
Yeah, gold I'm staying out of right now. It's in a range.
Be careful in that range, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gold is brutal.
Did you see what it did yesterday? What on last night?
Let's see.
It almost reached 1815 and then just shot back down again.
Right up here?
It hit like 1812.
1814.
Yeah. And then hit
Yeah.
back down. It went back down to 1804.
Oh yeah. Brutal. Brutal pair.
Real quick, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. So if we get a bearish close on the 15-minute, that's where you close 50. Well, let's see what it does. How do I take off history on short? There we go. Hit those arrows.
Hey, what do you guys personally think about Acorns?
It's a good spot to it's a sick app. You know, it's just your spare change. It invests, right?
Yeah.
I think it's
What is
really
it?
cool.
I haven't heard of it before.
Never?
No.
What's it called?
Acorns, is it?
Acorn. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I have that.
Yeah, like they take out like $5 from your account.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah, you
week.
can set it up to whatever you want. It adds up, man.
It does.
Yeah. It's cool.
I opened one about 3 months ago. I'm already up like $300 on it just for my spare change.
Nice.
Works great.
Nice.
Yeah, we have Derek. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I snuck in.
I love it. Feel like I haven't talked to you in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to get on these live streams.
How's work going?
It's going.
There you go.
Always right in the middle of stuff, you know.
Yeah. Get a little push before 7:30, huh?
$30 closing above.
There we go. Yeah. Previous 1 hour had no bottom wick. Created a top wick to fill. This candle created its bottom wick, it looks like already. Should be filling this wick and continuing up.
Yeah.
We'll see. So we closed bullish.
Is there any news today?
Yeah, the monetary here. Pull this up for you. Monetary policy report, which is pretty big for the pound. That's why I've been saying, like, be careful right now with the pound, especially being up in that 150 range. I think it could come up to 150 again, and retest it and then continue down to correct the move. But we'll see what happens. It could push right through 150, which I wouldn't be surprised about. But you know, it just created its high at 150. It's a psychological level, and when GJ creates that high, it comes down, it creates support, and then continues back up. So the 30-minute, I think what it looks like it's doing is creating that bottom wick, and it could be continuing up. But if we get a bearish close or a pass to the previous, you know, that's our rules right here. If we get a pass to this candle right here, close 50, and see what happens.
Yeah, we should respect the low.
Should I just close 50? Then I can always add risk if we start turning around.
This current 30-minute has no top wick as well, so we might go up to create top wick.
The 30-minute?
Yeah, the current one.
Right here? You're saying creating the bottom wick?
Yeah, right now it's creating the bottom wick, but it has no top wick as well, so we should be going up to create the top wick.
Absolutely. But Tay, we haven't gotten over it yet. What pairs do you trade?
Well, it's mostly GJ, and here and there I look for some setups on EJ, but GJ mostly.
Awesome.
Damn. USD CAD's come back up to retest that zone. I haven't taken partials.
It came back up?
Come back up to 600. So when it if it closes back into the range, then I'll close the full thing. But I don't know.
I'll check on it in 1 second, buddy.
No worries. Take it on. I was hoping it was going to create a top wick and then come back down, but
Stuff. Do you find yourself entering more dynamic risk position or static risk positions?
Dynamic, but most of the time it ends up being static because I'm like, this year has been so like out of whack a little bit when it comes to like my pairs moving. So I've been just basically the beginning of the year just risking 1%. So, you know, if it's a setup I really like, I'll just double the trade and that'll be 2%. But it's mostly been 1% this year. Just trying to like figure out the way the market's been. It's a little bit different.
Got it.
It's all good. Part of the adapting.
Yeah. So it's hard, right? And you separate that 1% between other position, or it's just 1%? And if you like what's happening, you put in another 1%.
Yeah, if I like what's going on, I'll just double the trade on magic keys.
Okay.
It's the 15-minute. Yeah, Nathan, you there?
I'm gonna close this.
Normally when price like gets into this area down here, like it doesn't necessarily have to tap, and don't wait for it to tap. That's why people say put your take profit a little bit before, you know, that zone that you wanted to hit.
Did you close full?
Just close. Where's your entry?
25555. As it came down, I entered. It was super slow to enter. I'm in. Yeah. What
I would close half right now.
Okay.
But so GJ is just playing around over here. So is EJ.
Yeah, and GJ, if the 1 hour closes bullish, it's still not looking good, right? Because of that 4 hour bearish candle. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't understand GJ this morning.
Well, GJ, like I said before, the you know, we're at a critical level right here at 150. So is it going to come up and retest that area, or is it just going to come back down? Because we're at the high that it obviously created, 150 psychological level. Are we going to come back down to this level over here, somewhere over here, to retest, create that low, create that support, maybe right over here?
Yeah, I have that mapped out. Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
That could be a possibility. That could be a nice swing where we take this back up to 150. That's what I'm going to be looking at. Looking at the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and bullish candle closes around this area if we do get this pullback and continue this back up.
Got it.
EJ is trying to figure out what it wants to do. It's creating higher lows, though.
Yeah, I mean, even though this EJ trade probably isn't going to work out, it was still really fun to be in a trade for the first time.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a different feeling, right?
Yeah. And just putting the R&R on a chart.
Feel a little wiggle in your pants.
Yeah. I mean, right now, if we hit stop loss, I'll lose what, $8 instead of 20. So that's pretty.
There you
solid.
go.
That's good.
Manage risk. Dude, I only got a 31 pip gain on GJ this week, but the rest, have been super well managed. Like I've gotten so much better at risk management. It's almost exciting. Like you could see what Raquel's saying.
Love taking losses now, do you?
What?
I said you love taking losses now, do you?
I don't know about love, but we embrace the skill set being formed.
The fact that EJ's still creating higher lows is still pretty positive.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not.
That's looking good.
Yeah.
Waiting for some
I'm
volume.
partial
Maybe New York volume to kick in.
I got 20 minutes till that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my buddies at work this morning who gets up at 6 with me. He's like, man, it's only Wednesday. And I was like, man, I only got like 2 more trading days left. Like it's, when you are at work and at a job you don't like, I feel like you're looking at it like, man, we're looking forward to the weekend. And now I'm like out looking forward to the weekend.
Dude,
Yeah,
I cannot
the
wait.
change, right?
Next Monday.
It's where you want to be in life, bro.
Yeah, it's funny.
How things change, right?
I think I found our soundboard.
Nice.
That's it.
Agreed.
Good John Cena. All right, let's get this up here. Check out some news coming out. See if we got anything.
I still really like the 1 hour on EJ. Like
The 1 hour on EJ?
mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
It still looks good. I mean,
Yeah. Some New York volume that could push us up.
Yeah, we might get that push as well with the last 15-minute candle.
I'm sorry, what was that, Mate?
No, I just said that we might get that push with the last 15-minute candle on EJ.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Be
I'll
nice if this
adding my
closes
risk
bullish.
up, though.
Yeah.
Did you close 50% on that?
Yes.
That trade, EJ.
I
Yeah.
closed
So
50 as price past the low of this candle right here.
if you close 50 and then you were looking at would you ever look to re-enter if it does start going and you get confirmation that it is going in, let's say, the bullish trend that you have here? Would you look to re-enter the position that you okay, so and you would enter the same lot size? So let's say you use 0.2, you close 0.15 or 0.1, you would re-enter 0.1 as it comes through. Yeah,
Exactly. Once you get those stronger confirmations, maybe on the higher time frames, this candle passed the high of this 30-minute candle right here after creating its bottom wick. You re-enter, and hopefully we get this 744 right now up. Looks like we got the bearish close, but if we get a pass of it to a weak bearish close, but I'm waiting for a pass of this count. Like if price comes back to my entry, could enter another percentage.
Okay. I closed 50% on that USD CAD trade because I was afraid that it was going to close back in the range that it was not the range that it was in, but you see the way it kind of bounced off. I don't know if you're looking at USD CAD now, but it bounced off an area at 125,600 or 590, and I was afraid if it came back in there, it was going to bounce off it again. So I closed 50%, but
Okay.
obviously it closed below that, so I just reopened 50% again. Would you say that's still valid?
With this being at a daily support, that's a demand zone. So if with this trade, it, like I said, it always depends on the setup and the pair and how you feel about the pair. That's why it's so important to only focus on one or two pairs, because you're gonna know that pair inside and out, the way it moves at certain demand and supply zones, the way it moves at certain times throughout the session, the way it moves in independent sessions,
Yeah.
But with this, like being that it's right here, it's got no bottom wick, and it looks like it very well could close on the 30-minute with no bottom wick and form support and continue up. That's where I would just leave 50 running, just in case this thing flips bearish and continues through.
Okay.
Based on how weak the dollar really is.
Okay.
I wouldn't like re-enter something unless price closed below this area over here. Then you could scale in.
Okay. Scaling in at where it was at like 515, even though there was a previous support at 500. Yeah. We're talking
Once it closes below that area is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Below the 500. Closes below here, you got a whole nother range all the way down to 124, 500.
Yeah, that's the one that I was eyeing up, but I just wanted to close there because that is a 100 pip range.
Yeah, but like I said, this is a daily support right here, so you want to be careful in this area.
Okay. I've managed risk anyway, so.
GJ's playing around. EJ, making
It's looking good.
What do you think about sales below 149,550 for GJ?
GJ,
a nice close, a 30-minute candle. That's a nice little range under that.
Right here?
The 149,300.
Oh yeah, you weren't on before. I broke down GJ saying like how when price creates its high, it already comes down and creates that support to retest it. Now with GJ right here, you're calling tops if you're taking sells. So what I always say is wait for like the nearest support or a 1 hour support to break and close below it. You got a clean move to mirror right here. This would be beautiful to take this right back down to this area right here. Right.
All right.
That could be the intraday play today. We could get a wick fill over here, but we did get that rejection of this previous support. So that's why you don't take sells from up here, anticipating price to come all the way down. You take sells from down here, wait for that retest, price to come down. But a great move is going to be when price is in this area, showing bullish confirmations, and take this right back up, knowing what GJ normally does. EJ just playing around. Hey man, it's Wednesday. Where's Alex at?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know.
He's been doing well with the swinging.
Yeah, he took a couple trades yesterday.
I know, I love it. Dude, he was so pumped on that call.
Yeah, man. I know.
Love it. Dude, I need to get a massage or something. My legs are toast.
You should try an ice bath.
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, I take cold showers, but ice baths are amazing for you. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I started laughing at myself this morning in my cold shower, just how how
Mine
cold it
took my
freaking
breath
was.
away, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, what am I doing, man? Um,
Yeah, sometimes you just ask yourself, like, why?
well, yeah, what in the world?
But strengthens your mind.
For the
Always look
future.
for those. Let's see. Always look for those opportunities to strengthen your mind and keep making it just bulletproof. Like nothing can get in. You can't talk yourself out of it. That little devil on your shoulder can't talk you in or out of anything. Once you develop that, man, sky's the limit. Be nice if we get that 8 o'clock volume.
It's always nice when you open your calendar and you don't have any meetings today.
That's awesome.
It's exciting.
Curious what this does at 8 o'clock. The pace that EJ's moving right now could turn into an intraday trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scalp is just testing the patience a little bit.
Just wait, yeah, it's come up there now. Oh, 780. So
We're done.
Broke the high of the 30.
previous one there.
think I'm gonna wait for this 30 minutes to close before I think about adding risk back.
All right, I'm gonna double this. There we go.
Starting to move a little bit faster now.
Yeah, coming up to 8 o'clock.
Yep.
I feel like this is textbook buy high, sell, or buy high, sell higher.
I know.
Gold might have good sales below 1804.
1804. Oh, you're talking about gold? Let me bring up gold on here so I can see.
It's like
And below, I think 1802.5 is probably a bit cleaner just because it came down to that level earlier and it just completely popped back up with support.
GJ. Gold's a mess, man. Could be grabbing liquidity real quick. EJ wants to play with us today. $59. All right, we got the 8 o'clock open. Let's see what happens. Everyone's so quiet. I love that.
Everyone's concentrating right now.
Oh yeah. Now, if we pass the low of this candle right here, I'm probably gonna close the full thing. Just
Wow.
Yeah, I closed DJ. I don't like that 30-minute really.
yeah, it looks fugly.
So what?
Well, preserve capital. Live to fight another day.
$8.
I barely risked anything on this too,
Yeah, 0.05% for me.
which I like.
1% risk. It's all good.
And we got a full house. It's 5 minute. Looks like it's creating support. This doji candle right here.
Yeah, push them, show them break.
I just didn't like how that 30-minute closed below the bodies of the last two.
I'm out. It's a good setup too.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Yeah, it was a good setup.
Yeah, the 1 hour just was, I don't know, wasn't wanted today.
And like I said, it could be just forming support right here to continue up, but when it comes to a scalp like that with a tight stop loss, it's just not worth just sitting there and praying. You know, you want to be easy, cool. With our luck, it's gonna come right back up. Let's go. Let's see. Yeah, this looks like our resistance right here. Let's see, closed full. So what's everyone got planned today?
Work and gym.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Just working.
Good shit. Working on a weekend. Awesome. If this 4 hour on EJ flips bearish, we know that we were just calling tops. You know, I thought we would have the momentum to continue bullish to at least 129 in the New York session, right? But if this 4 hour right over here closes bearish, we know that we're going to be coming down and correcting this move, creating support down here maybe, and continuing bullish. EJ traded me last week. Yeah. Well, good job managing risk. I think everyone did pretty well right there, right?
Yeah, that was nice.
Didn't lose much at all. James did a good job. That was his first trade.
Yeah, good risk management.
Look at GJ just playing around.
In that range.
Yeah, the way these pairs have been moving this year when it comes to scalping, it really makes you appreciate last year's volume. But you need to make the most of what we have right now, not dwell on that.
That 4-hour flip bearish.
Yep.
Just did
Yeah. If this closes bearish at 9 o'clock, yeah. I mean, this is such a strong move. Like, how far is it going to go up anymore? The thing that happened though with the 4 hours, that price closed, not closed, but came down, created its bottom wick, and then came up and passed the high of this candle up here.
So, I hadn't told y'all what happened yesterday. So, this guy on TikTok, I posted the deck of cards workout, and he commented and he goes, "You're doing it wrong." I was like, "Whatever you say, man." And he was like, "You're supposed to do it this way, this way, and this way." I was like, "Well, dude, I'm gonna keep doing it my way, and you do it whatever you want." We're just gonna call
Nice
it.
one.
Okay, well, you're doing it wrong. It's like, whatever you say, man. You just you keep living your life, and I'm gonna live mine.
You're doing it. You can't do it wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, here, let me read you the way he said.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, I want to hear his strategy, like the way he
I'm
does.
not wrong, dude. It's like, yeah. If you want to throw hands on this, I'll be more than happy to. He said, "You're doing them wrong. The ace is 12. Every other, or I'm sorry, face cards are 12. Ace is 15. Everything else is face value. And then you have to do 2 decks in 1 hour, and all of them are push-ups." And I was like, "What?"
I thought you were gonna stop with the aces or 15. You should have been like, "Oh, then you're soft."
Yeah.
What's it, dude? Whenever somebody comments shit like that, all I do is just add the laughing emoji, and that's it.
Yeah, that's what I
Every
did.
time, just laugh at them.
I just said, "Whatever you say, bud."
Typing it from mommy's
You're doing them
basement.
wrong. Face cards are 12, ace is 15, everything else is face value. Till you hit 5, then everything under is 5. Like, that doesn't even make sense.
Dude. Listen, I got mine from Ray Lewis. You want to go argue with Ray Lewis? Go do it.
You guys should check out gold right now.
Wait for that break below, huh?
Yes, sir.
That could be a nice move right down to 1794.
Yeah.
Right over here.
You can probably get an impulse entry now on the 15th.
Now, price closes below this area right here with these wicks.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
You could get that wick fill over here. How's Noah doing?
I'm good. I'm here.
Good shit. Doing all right? You're quiet this morning.
Well, guys, I'm about to call it a day. Thank you for having me.
You've been trading a while now. So you had a great trade during London, right?
Thank you, man. Thank you. It was pretty good. Yeah, took advantage of that volume, and Yeah, the second position actually went in profits like in 2 minutes.
I love it.
So it was, you know, it feels kind of strange because we were lacking volume for quite long now, and it just hit me. So, but yeah, it was a good trade. It was a good trade.
There you go, man. I love it. You got the discipline down, so just keep it up. You know, I wish EJ played that for us, but that's the market, man. That's what we all signed up for, and we know that not every day is going to be a winning day. For some reason, you know, markets are just playing around right now. But you know, we're not going to blame the markets. It's all on us. It's the calls that we make, and as long as you take extreme ownership, you're going to be completely fine with everything that you do because you know that you can control it in a way. You can control the risk and you can control the work that you put in. So just keep doing it, man. Like I say, just try to get that 1 hour in, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Exactly. Perfect. Thank you, guys, and see you tomorrow, right?
Welcome, brother.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you, buddy.
Take it easy, buddy.
I'm on that gold trade now.
Did you take it?
Yep.
I was looking at it.
Breaking this candle.
What was your stop on that, Gio?
I'm a 5 minute, the 5 minute candle.
All right, I'm in.
Let's go, baby.
Ooh.
Godspeed, boys.
What'd you say?
I said Godspeed.
Nice.
Yeah, the whole live stream Josh is in. I bet y'all get this win.
Let's go, gold.
Here we go.
Like a swing.
Bleed, bleed, bleed.
I secured 20 pips.
Here you go, Joe.
Yeah, me too.
Trying to see if I can get
It's gold trade.
I'm entering like a intraday trade right here on gold.
Damn, gold just slapped that 1801.
Nice.
I'm gonna move stops and
We're eating today. Let's get it.
telling me, brother.
Good call, bro.
Nice one.
Yeah, you've been watching that, Giovanni. Good shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Good move, man.
Yeah, gold could be, you know, grabbing that liquidity up here in this order block, just like it did over here, and then just dropping.
Damn, yes, got it.
Right back down to this trend.
That'll be amazing.
Be nice, like, you know, you could be holding that for a little bit.
Yeah.
362 pips. All the credit goes to Giovanni if that happens.
Nice man.
All right.
That's deadly.
Yeah, I messed up my magic keys, honestly. I was trying to do like 0.5%, and it's like not even 0.5% that I'm risking. It's like 1/4%. And I got to hit double trade like 500 times to get the risk that I want.
Yeah.
But whatever. I'll fix it for next session and be risking much more. Let's see. Giovanni, how's your brother doing with the business?
Oh, my brother's doing good, man.
It's awesome. Running the dentistry.
Yeah. He wants me to go back. I want to go back already, man. But
Do you?
yeah.
You got your girl down there.
No, I just need to apply now for residency.
You excited for it?
Hell yeah. Been waiting since last year. It's tough, man. It's tough to get into those programs.
Oh, I know. Highly competitive.
It all depends on exams. So I recently took an exam last week and I passed it, man. I got my score today. I did really good.
Let's go. Good shit, man.
Yeah, man. So I'm happy today.
For nursing?
No, I'm a dentist. I'm a doctor.
Oh, dentist. Hell yeah.
Congratulations. Dude.
Cool, man.
Thank you, man.
Bro, I got some bad teeth. Can you take care of me, yeah?
Yeah.
Give me some veneers or something, bro. I need something done.
Take care of the group, man.
Yeah.
Group discount.
Yeah.
SFX Trading Group, orthodont. Get some dentistry going.
Oh, that check out SFX Trading Group.
I took a sell as the 1 hour flipped bearish on GJ.
Oh yeah.
See how this goes.
Oh,
That was nice.
See that?
DJ
Nice
sell?
call, Gio, on that gold trade.
Oh.
Good
Hell
go,
yeah.
Phil.
My first gold trade.
Go.
Congratulations, guys. Let's get it.
Take this deal.
Day.
Damn, that's nice.
Curious to see.
Same move happened yesterday, man.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy to see it. I wonder is it going to replicate it again and come back up? I actually had a trade on it at 1807 and I had a stop loss at 1810. Just literally before it started to drop, it caught me out.
Also, guys, if you look, we're reacting to a support on the dollar index. So you see this? We're breaking this resistance over here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good indication that gold is. And to go back to what we were talking about yesterday about Bitcoin, honestly, I think it's fully independent. like crypto. I mean, it is compared to the dollar, but like it can't replace gold. It's not even a real thing.
Exactly. I think sooner or later people are going to realize that, and then we'll see the gold prices started to rise again. I just don't think that you could replace an intangible asset with or you can replace a tangible asset with an intangible, especially when you've got potential recession following COVID and the impact it had on some governments. I just don't see that working out in the long run.
And that's not taken away from anything of Bitcoin. Like it's just independent.
No, absolutely.
You know, like it's definitely not tangible, but it's definitely something you can invest in and eventually start doing transactions with. But I mean, that's what it looks like like companies are doing right now. So we'll see.
Yeah, as you said, would you really want to fork out, whatever amount of Bitcoin you have to buy a Tesla car? Like that makes no sense.
It's going up,
Yeah, why?
I gotta use the bathroom real quick, guys.
James, you on the GJ sell?
I am, but I don't know if the spread. I took it as the 15-minute low was broken, but my entry was 486. So what, like?
Nice.
Let's see. So like 2 pips.
Just breaking that now.
All right, everybody, I'm heading off. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Likewise.
Go.
Come on, bro.
So I really didn't get the entry I wanted to, but it's okay. I guess the spread dropped me a little bit.
James, how's the diet going?
I've actually lost 6.5 pounds, almost 7, and I fully attribute that to no sweet tea and like
no Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A, huh?
and no.
What is the honey barbecue sauce? Was it?
Yeah, honey roasted barbecue sauce.
Honey roasted barbecue,
and it's to die for.
So
it
good.
Really is. It really is. It makes me want to go get a spicy biscuit right now. So we're gonna hold fast.
I'm getting sushi on Friday. That's all I'm saying.
I think I may get it on Thursday.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's.
I'm getting Rory knows sushi. We're coming in clutch this weekend.
Hell yeah. Where you at again, Nathan?
I'm in Dublin, in Ireland.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, brother.
I've always wanted to visit Ireland. It's where my ancestors are from.
Man, I'll be honest.
Ireland.
Yeah, it's really expensive. Dublin is crazy expensive, man. Ridiculous.
That's interesting.
You wouldn't have really thought so. So expensive. So as soon as I can afford to move away, I'm going to be leaving. I'm going to leave Ireland as soon as I can. Like, man, we're still stuck in lockdown. I've been stuck in lockdown since last year. Like, it's nearly a full year I've been stuck in lockdown. Like, the gyms aren't open. Nowhere is open. The shops aren't open. We got a break from lockdown during Christmas for like 2 weeks, and then we were straight back into
shopping.
Yeah, it honestly was. But man, I'll tell you now, it's a good place to live. Like, there's some beautiful sites in Ireland, especially along the coast. There's some really, really nice sites, but Dublin is so expensive. It'd be worth, coming in to come in and see, the likes of where Guinness is made and stuff like that, But staying in Dublin for a long period of time, it's not that nice, and it's pretty expensive. So, but if you're ever coming to Dublin, let me know, and I will definitely sort you out with a tourist list, and I can be your tourist guide, no problem.
Appreciate that, Nathan.
How's the beer there? Is it pretty good?
Yeah, well, so we have Guinness. I don't know. Have you ever had a pint of Guinness?
Oh yeah,
I don't think I've had the blonde.
that was the first beer I ever tasted.
Man,
Dad used to drink it.
Guinness is the best, man. I'll never forget my first sip of Guinness when I was 18. Well, I was actually 16 at the time when I had a taste of Guinness, and I nearly got sick. It was that bad. And then I just remember it grew on me, like, and I'd come out of work on a Friday, and the desire, the fire burning inside of me for a pint of Guinness was just ridiculous. Like, so, it's, yeah, we don't really have like we'd have the likes of some of like Heineken, and Guinness would be our main one, you know, but that's a stout. That's stout. Beer wise, I don't really drink anything other than like Heineken or Carlsberg, Budweiser. So like, yeah, Carlsberg is tops. I love, but I went out when I went to the States. I was only ever in New York. Like, I was only ever in New York City for, I think I was there for like 5 days or something with my family. I remember I had a pint of Heineken, and it wasn't the same. Like,
wow, really?
It wasn't the same. I don't know. And your Coke is like much nicer than ours. Ours is just poor. But there's nothing like a pint of Guinness in Ireland. I had a pint of Guinness when I was over in the States, and it was like scraping the end of a jar of marmalade or jam or something, and they just gave the poor ends. Like, it was horrible.
Wow.
On my bucket list.
Yeah, I drink Carlsberg when I'm over in Cyprus.
Yeah.
That and what's their other beer over there? Carlsberg and I forget what it is. Some European beer.
My favorite country for beers is Poland and Spain.
Okay. Why is that?
Germany's up there for me.
Absolutely. So my uncle got married to a girl from Poland, from Warsaw, and her mum is like, she does really weird. She makes jackets for motorcyclists. That's her business. Like, she literally just makes like these crazy jackets. And when we went, so they got married or whatever, and the whole story is we had them over to us, and they brought over all of this, load of alcohol. Like, they had it wrapped in cling film in their cases. It was crazy. Brought loads of like ales, stouts, lagers, ciders, all from Poland, and they were all like home brewed ones. They weren't like, they didn't make them themselves, like, but they were like, oh, it's from a local place we go to, and it was the best I've ever tried. It was better than Heineken, and it was better than Carlsberg. But when I go away and I go to, you know, a hot place like Spain or somewhere, like Croatia, I think the Spanish beers are the best. The likes of the Estrella and the San Miguel, they're the best ones, I think.
That's awesome. Dude, I love how you guys in Europe can like hop countries, and, you know, hopping states here. The culture doesn't change much. Obviously, we're all the same country, but when you hop, like, you're basically hopping states over there. But like, culture completely changes all over the place.
Absolutely,
it's sick.
It's class. Like, they do like this thing called interrailing. I don't know if they have it over in the States. Where like, obviously you travel, you use either air, the trains or the buses to get from one country to another, or one city to another. And every summer people go from like Lisbon in Portugal all the way over to like, you can go all the way down to like Croatia. So it's like a 4 or 5 weeks away from your home in Ireland, like, and you're literally traveling all across, and you're experiencing all these cultures and different people. It's deadly. Like,
do you ever go to Prague?
No, I've never been to Prague, but the lads went to Prague 2 years ago, and I got some of the strangest videos I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
Prague was an absolute shit show.
You went?
I've been to Prague, And I'll just tell y'all a really quick funny story. So my buddies went to a brothel. I was not there. I was smoking a joint actually on the Charles Bridge with another friend, but they decided to go to a brothel. And not to get too into the details, but you have to wear condoms, obviously. And one of the ladies bit the top of the condom, pulled her head all the way back, and let go. And my buddy said he's never felt a pain as bad as that was. And he said he got up and ran out. And my other buddy saw what he did and told the girl to stop, and they both left.
That's hilarious.
No pleasure whatsoever for them in Prague.
My cousin lives over there now. He moved out there. And I think he's actually coming back soon, but he loves it. He just completely fell in love with Prague. Loves the place. Got a job out there. His visa's just about done, so he's coming back. I don't know what he's gonna do for work, but we'll see.
The people there are pretty cool.
Yeah,
very very friendly people. It's a really old city too.
Mm-hmm. That's what I love.
Yeah,
there isn't a lot of cities in Europe where you'd go and you'd be like not welcome, basically. You know,
that's awesome.
Like everyone.
As an American.
So anytime, see, obviously, my whole when I went to the States, I was only in New York. I was in Chicago as well for a tiny bit, or I was in Orlando. Sorry, for I went to Disneyland or whatever, but I don't really remember it, to be fair, because I was proper young. But when I was in New York, that was kind of recent enough, and I was just so surprised by how many homeless people there was in New York, and it was just crazy. And I remember seeing some lad getting ran down. There was this fella, and he was pretending to have been deployed by the Navy or by the Army, and he was just standing in the middle of New York saying "Oh, I've just come back from being deployed somewhere, and I have nothing now." And he was I'm homeless and stuff, and the police or whatever came along or whatever and had to move him along because apparently he actually wasn't ever in the army or anything. And I was just so surprised with some of the antics that were going on, some of the people that were there. It was
it's New York for you.
It's a gift.
I see it every day.
I think, is it I don't know, I've always wanted to go over and go to California and stuff like that, but obviously never had the chance to when with COVID and stuff like that. It's probably not going to happen for a while now unless things kind of improve.
Yeah.
But I don't know what other people or other states are in terms of hospitality and being made welcome.
It's America, and that's how it is. You could come over here. It doesn't matter who you are, what your color is, what your race is, ethnicity, whatever. It doesn't matter. You can come here, find a job, do what you do, make money, and that's it. And people are friendly, New York's a melting pot. If you have a certain personality, that's a little bit different. You might not be welcome as much compared to others, but it's got nothing to do with oh my God, you're from Ireland, we don't like you. It's not like that,
Yeah. Well, there's some places the UK is completely different than Ireland would be. The UK would be the only place where I would say if you're going to the UK, just be a bit careful where you go, because I've been to some places in the UK and the mentality that they used to have was no blacks, no Irish, and no dogs. That's literally all they used to say.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. And you could go and you could walk into somewhere that might be a slight bit dodgy, and you'd end up, God only knows where you'd end up, because the people that are there and the mentality that they have, you've seen it with Black Lives Matters and stuff like that over in the UK. You had people that were literally rallying against it, football hooligans at a football match, going crazy, and clashing with other people. It was just, it's crazy. So that's the type of mentality that you'll get in the UK, but it's completely different in Ireland. And especially outside of Dublin, I think anyone that comes and is a tourist and sightseeing, everyone is always made welcome anyways, but from our side anyways.
It's funny you say that, because a lot of that is happening here right now, and it's your views might not be welcome as much in one place as they are in another, and that's the problem. That's where it starts to get dangerous, when people's views, and if you pay attention to history, when stuff like that happens, it gets a little scary, it gets hairy. So, I mean, that's going on all over the world right now. But in America,
Yeah.
it's kind of scary that that's happening in America right now because it never really has. We've been the one
Yeah.
that has fought that ideology of hating people because of their views. So,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into politics too much, but
There's
it's
there's a lot of people that are like they get personally offended by your own personal opinion.
right. Doesn't make
And
sense.
like, makes no sense, like absolutely not. And like that's the type of mentality that seems to just kind of be growing at the moment between different generations. Like, whether it be, you know, old style, old school values and behaviors, and then you've got the newer people, and everyone should be entitled to their own opinion and their own belief. Like, you know,
Absolutely.
Again, I've seen a lot of it, and it's just not right. But
Not at all.
no,
not at all. It gets dangerous when you start doxing people.
Oh,
and, it's I don't know.
Yeah, force an opinion on people that you believe they should think a certain way because you've been made to feel or to think that way is crazy. Like,
and then everything is like, again, I don't want to get too much into politics, but everything becomes so reversed. You know, the ideology, like one person could be blaming somebody for something and it could be the complete opposite and they have no idea because, you know, you got the media brainwashing them completely.
100%.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I was actually, my buddies and I weren't let into a bar in Munich. I say a pub in Munich because we were American.
Wow.
Which was interesting.
What'd they say exactly?
So I walked in, I guess because of my blonde hair, they didn't say anything. I wasn't talking. And then my two buddies were just chatting up, and he stopped him and he was like, "Not today, guys." And I turned around, I was like, well, "You literally just let me in." He goes, "Oh, you too, not today." And I was like, okay. I mean,
what about tomorrow?
We're about to spend like 2 hours here, man. Like, you're gonna lose business. Like, we're here to drink. And he's like, "Yeah, not today, guys." I was like, all right. Sounds good, man. I guess I assumed it was because we were American. It could have been for he didn't want the
not today, guys
shenanigans that we were bringing.
So you wouldn't happen to be saying this tomorrow, would you?
Yeah. So I mean, we're about to. We just went somewhere else. I actually met a guy. Said I like how in Germany the tables are super long. Like you have to sit with other people. I ended up talking to this guy that worked for the German government and sold tanks.
Sold what?
Tanks, like military tanks. And I was like, dude, that's a badass job. He goes, "Don't tell anybody." I was like, "I don't have anybody to tell."
Who am I gonna tell?
Yeah, like it's all good.
I hate when people say that.
Yeah, he's like, "Don't tell anybody." I was like, "I could get in trouble." Like, yeah, I'm gonna go. But I was like, it's a pretty cool job.
It's awesome.
Steph, did you catch that trade on gold?
Yeah, I'm in it right now. It's going to be an intraday trade. I've been working on catching these. Based on the 4 hour, look at this. You got
that's got a lot to cover.
Price just in a downtrend. Look what happens over here. It's very similar. Look what happens here. Very similar. Clean moves to the left. Clean moves. That was a great call by Giovanni. I wasn't looking at it because I was so concentrated on EJ with you guys. But, you know, this was, you know, once you step back for a second and really like look and study candles to the left and understand where price is going, this makes total sense. And if you're just staring at the 4 hour, you're completely calm right now. Yeah, I'm going to secure a little bit at this wick fill, maybe these wick fills over here, and just let the rest run. Put my stop loss at break even.
Now, pretty hard.
What's up?
It's just falling pretty hard. So I know the way the market moves, but when we see like gaps and we talk about clean moves to mirror, can we expect the same type of behavior on the left side and the right side? So when we look back at the chart, we see, you know, on the left side we had a 150 pip move that went bearish and then, you know, found support at the bottom. Can we anticipate that it's going to be as aggressive on the right side, or are we just anticipating that it's going to, you know, repeat that or cover back up to that area?
I wasn't catching on too much, but what I'm thinking that you're saying is, you know, when you have the clean move to the left, is that what you're saying? Like you see that you're just going to predict that it's going to happen on the right?
Not predicting, but can we anticipate that the behavior or how fast
Oh, yeah.
and so
The speed determined, or the speed is determined by the volume of the session and what
Mhm.
session you're in.
Mhm.
And you see the moves to the left, so you anticipate, okay, price could be doing this in my session. What session is that? New York. Okay, we get a lot of volume in New York. Let's look
Yeah.
at the fundamentals. What's going on? Maybe the dollar is a little bit strong right now.
Mhm.
And that's why prices, and then it just matches up technically, which I always find fascinating. Like you get an
Yeah.
economic event or economic news, price reacts in a certain spot and a key level, like right here. Like say this was economic news right here, or not economic news, but economic data coming out that you're expecting. It lines up perfectly with this bearish trend,
Yeah.
right? Forms support and then just continues.
Mhm.
So to me, that's always it's always been pretty fascinating.
Sorry, yeah. Sometimes when I ask my questions, they make like literally no sense.
No,
They make
dude, that wasn't even you. It was just I was actually checking my trade on MetaTrader, and I was trying to listen to you at the same time, so that was completely my fault.
No, I don't, sometimes I say or I think things in my head, and I'm like, that makes perfect sense. And then when I go to say it, I'm just like, that made absolutely no sense. Why were you thinking of that?
Nah, you're good, man. So I just secured at that wick fill. We got a.
That's 90 pips right there on from 1804.
We
Or
gotta
well,
play this for Giovanni.
Yeah.
Let's go. I gotta find a new one because I feel like Raquel uses the same one, so I don't want to.
Dying.
Wait, you guys know who Shia LaBeouf is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that like video he does? He's like, just do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play that when someone's holding back on a setup that they know they should be taking.
Yeah.
Do it.
That should be my alarm clock in the morning, man.
Yes, it definitely should be.
Just do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
that Mel Robin 5-second rule has been an absolute gift to me. I'm not going to lie now.
The what?
That Mel Robin, the 5-second rule.
5 second. Oh yeah, right. You like that?
Honestly, man. That has
Mel
like,
Robin. That's what you were saying. Yeah.
yeah.
Second I saw that video, I started implementing that into my life, and it's been amazing. And I use it throughout the entire day.
Yeah. Do you use it when it's like you think or you know you should be doing something else and you're doing something different, or when you say you use it?
When I'm on Instagram, just scrolling real quick, I take a break or something like that, and I'm not budgeting my time as well that day. And I just find myself on Instagram scrolling through sports or whatever I'm scrolling through, and I'll just like count down from 5. I only have to get down to 4 at most points. Most of the time, I only get down to 4, and it's just like, all right, done.
It just sticks in your mind. Like, are you getting up in the morning has never been easier with that. Honestly, it hasn't.
It's
like,
amazing. And
this morning, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was like, this morning I woke up and it was like, I was like, I just felt so tired. Like, and normally what would have happened in the situation is after a while, it would have taken me, an extra 5 or 10 minutes just to get out of bed. Like, but as soon as started counting down from 5, just like straight away, just jumped out of bed. Like,
yeah. What was I going to say? The more you start implementing self-discipline habits in your life, obviously that's going to translate right into trading, but it's going to get easier for you to do stuff like that. Like normally it would take you the full 5 seconds to just talk yourself out of doing whatever you're doing, or talk yourself into doing whatever you're doing. But, the more you start implement, like, you guys are doing the 75, like James is doing the 75. The more you guys get into it, week 2, week 3, it's going to be much easier to be much more disciplined in your personal life.
I already feel happier. I know that sounds super cliche, but
you have a purpose.
Oh yeah,
like,
100%.
every single day. It's like, And even some days you don't even feel like doing it. It's like, okay, I'm still gonna do it. I don't want to start over. And once you start getting the rhythm throughout the day, it's you don't even turn back. It's like I want to be doing this.
That was such a nice call.
Yeah, man.
That was sick. That was a proper sniper entry as well as it came through that. Well, yeah.
Love that.
Can you trade gold on Trader's Domain ECN?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
When I pull up, like, not that I was wanting to take that, but I was just looking, like when you pull up, insert, or I guess when I pulled up charts, it just had currencies, which is interesting. I don't know.
Yep. 91 pips. Dude, if I used my proper risk on that, that would have been nice. I gotta fix my magic keys once this trade's done. But I'm sorry, James, you were saying about the ECN account.
Yeah, just the like when I go to let's see, file new chart, on MetaTrader.
Yeah.
It just has, Forex currencies, which is interesting.
File.
New chart.
New chart.
Let me go pull up Zoom here.
Metals.
Yeah, see, I don't have metals.
Go over here. Extend this.
Mm-hmm.
Right click in the market watch.
Mm-hmm.
Show all.
Ooh, okay.
Now I gotta edit it.
Market watch. Show all. Holy. Nice.
Damn it. Now
Lira,
I don't know how to get the
Lira yen.
Oh, here we go. Never mind.
Nice.
Chat. That's so good. Michael, if you could hear me, and if not, I'll just write in here. You could just write in here if you can't hear me, but you just want to secure at certain zones on the higher time frames. It's the same exact thing. If you look at it, it's the same time. Like right here, I secured at this wick fill, knowing that price came up, with this wick came all the way back up and came right back into the zone. So I secured right there at so that was 66 pips right there. And then I secured another at 90 pips. Just, I was feeling comfortable and I just wanted to secure more of it. And that was about it. So you just secure at zones just like you do on the 30-minute, the 15-minute. And again, if you couldn't hear me saying that, just write that in there. But I assume you can. Yeah, this made too much sense. Like, just pay attention to this, guys. Makes too much sense on the higher time frames. Look what it does. 1, 2. It doesn't have to look exactly the same, but you get these impulse entries. And this was February 16th. This is the trade that I was eyeing up, and I have journaled in my journal that I could have taken. And just great call. I can hear you. Thank you, bro. Of course. Yo, also, Michael, did you figure out the MetaTrader, the terminal area?
Yeah, I think I'll consider today a win. Risked $40, but only lost 13.
Let's go. Wait, did you get into gold?
No, so I did take a sell on EJ, but right when that 30-minute closed bullish, I closed it like 1 pip. I just closed the full thing.
Got it.
So that was my second trade for the day. I am calling it a day now.
There you go, man.
I have 3 on my magic keys, but really that third one's if just like, I don't know, there's some money set up that everybody's like screaming to take.
Well, your brain can only really take 3 emotional decisions throughout a day.
Yeah.
Whenever you're putting money on the line, especially, I mean, today is your first day, so whenever you're putting money on the line. Hold on.
Yeah, that 30-minute impulse at the break of the low on gold is so pretty.
Oh, I know.
That's just beautiful.
We've seen it. Giovanni called it. We execute on it.
Oh, this shit's so fun.
Did those swing trades. I think I'm 3-0 on swings now.
The higher time frame.
I think Uncle Ted caught this move.
What's up, buddy?
I think Uncle Ted caught this move.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he did.
He probably did. I'm sure Kerwin got this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He got in. He was saying on the live stream he got in like, let's see, 18:0, like right before 18:03.
Nice.
And between 18:03 and 18:04.
Yeah.
So
18:03.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. As it passed this wick right here. Hey Michael, if you could type in here, how did you do it? Just so like if I come across that again, trying to help somebody else, how did you find that button? Because I was asking Roy. Oh, Roy, I gotta FaceTime you back. You called me back. My bad. I was with a client in the city.
All good.
But we couldn't figure it out. But yeah, if you could tell me how you figured it out, I'll just jot it down and I'll know how to do it for the next guy.
All right, boys, I'm taking off. Good job on gold.
Thanks, bro.
Right.
See you, Derek.
Yeah.
Got my grandpa. I think James, I was talking to you about the Bill O'Reilly books, killing Lincoln, killing. I got my grandpa Killing Crazy Horse. He said it's like the best one.
I think my mom got her dad that one because he loves those too. I think he got him Killing Lincoln, Killing Crazy Horse, and then there's one more, maybe the General or a Colonel in
That's
maybe
awesome.
the Civil War, Revolutionary War. Mustard was Colonel Mustard.
Yeah, Colonel Custer.
Custard, yeah.
Custer last name.
Custard. I think she got him that one too, and he really
That's
liked
awesome.
that one.
What's it called? Geo, I wanted to thank you. You're actually the one that said this. If you look at the chat. So Michael, that was from Geo talking about that.
Oh, the trade, what do you call
Control
it? The
T.
tab? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good shit. But James, I I personally think Killing England is the best one
Okay.
by far.
I'll suggest that to my mom to get for him.
It's all about like Washington, Jefferson, and Benjamin Franklin, like basically creating the country, and like the shit that they had to go through, which most people don't even realize, like what Washington had to go through to actually like create this country. It's nuts.
I watched
insane.
Turn, which is based off the
Oh, it's the best.
Washington Spies. Yeah, man. Like,
Love Turn.
You don't realize that America won all of our wars off spies.
Yeah.
Like World War II, we broke the Enigma machine. Well, I say we, it was really
It was England.
The England, yeah. And then, Revolutionary War was all spies. Like,
yeah, man.
It's all information. That's how you win wars.
It's
There's
crazy.
more information.
It's a little scary who we got over here right now.
Unless you're Russia and you can just throw bodies at everybody. GJ's giving me that push that I wanted. It's okay.
Yeah,
Is that you bad trade. I thank God I managed risk on that, or else I would have been in big trouble.
Dude, what happened?
It's at like 30 pips up from where it was earlier.
What is?
USD CAD.
Oh,
nice.
It just completely, as you said, it just completely reacted to that zone of just above the support.
Wow. Yeah, take note of that. And just keep that in your journal. Keep taking all time frame screenshots, right?
Yeah.
Take the daily, the 4 hour, the 30 minute, the 1 hour, 15 minute, even the 5 minute, the 1 minute sometimes.
Yeah.
Just so you can see how price is reacting in this area. Like, let's look at the 5 minute. Look at this. So you see the 5 minute, but you see the 1 minute, and you could have exited this much earlier than you probably did, knowing that price is in this area over here.
Yeah.
Right? It's tapping into this area. Now it's starting to come up, but now, and this is the 1 minute, but you're in this little bullish trend. So you're getting buyer pressure coming in that you want to pay attention to. And that should be confluence. Like, okay, we're creating a support, a double bottom here on the 1 minute where price is starting to turn around. You know, if this closed below this area, that'd be a different story.
Yeah.
But when you get that double bottom closing above the previous, then
it's on its way.
Yeah, you want to pay attention. And even the 5 minute, just look at the 5 minute.
Is that a specific method that is where it does obviously you have a trend line between those two areas and it kind of respects it, so it's reversing the trend? Is that a specific method?
I got it from one of my mentors, but also I don't know about a method, but it's like you're just paying attention to price in those areas.
Yeah.
In key levels of interest. Like let's see, what are we at? GJ right here. So we had right up here on the 5 minute, the 1 minute.
Yeah.
Price retapping 150 and started coming back down. And you see that on the 5 minute, the 1 minute. That's not that good of an example, to be honest with you. Let's see. Key level of interest. So right over here, you have this trend line.
Yeah.
Right? Where you got the high that was created on GJ. You know that when the high is created on GJ, it'll come back down, create support, and continue bullish. Now, you know that there's a trend line right here that price is going to be respecting. So you drop down to the lower time frames, maybe to get a better entry. You see these wicks down here? All these rejections, bullish candles coming up, could have grabbed that move right there. You're not necessarily taking trades on the 1 minute or the 5 minute, but you're looking in these key levels of interest, especially when you get a support or resistance forming in that area.
I've never traded off 1 or 5 minutes.
Don't trade off of it. Just look at it. Look at this.
Yeah.
You start to see that reaction in these areas.
Yeah.
It came right back down to retest it real quick before it started heading up. Like we have this bullish trend right here, but price wanted to tap this trend line before it started heading up.
Okay.
Don't take, like I always say, don't take a buy like right here, thinking that that's your confirmation. And, you know, you just want to make sure that, okay, price is reacting in that area. Let's hop up to the 15 minute and see what it's doing up there. You know,
absolutely.
Is it printing a bullish candle like this? Okay. And the previous 15-minute bearish candle had no bottom wick. Price down, grab liquidity, close bullish. This candle, you could have placed your stop loss down here or halfway.
Okay.
You would have had a 7 pip stop loss, and you would have grabbed this entire move.
Damn.
50 pips, what's the ratio? 7-1. Right? So, like, that's why you backtest. You go back and look in certain key levels of interest, and you can start executing down the road on that. But you got to watch it enough, you know? The more you watch it, the more you're going to get used to it. And the more you get used to it, you know, maybe you can start raising your lot size once you do start executing. But just execute on that with a very small lot size, kind of like what I did this morning with that dynamic risk. I honestly meant to risk more. My magic cube was a little messed up, but that's on me. I'll take full responsibility for that. But you know, just lower your lot size a little bit. Just take one small position. that'll get you to gain the confidence.
Yeah.
Because
No,
if you're not taking it, you know, you're not really going to learn that much.
It's like, I don't know if it's just a beginner mindset, but it's just like, I looked at like you see this morning, it's a USD card, and I just like seeing the setup, and I don't know whether or not it was like, I don't know, I shouldn't have entered a trade in it because I don't trade it that much, but I've seen it, I've like looked at it before, but I think obviously it's just sticking to the same or sticking to a specific set of pairs. Obviously GJ, EJ is probably the best one to go with, and maybe a bit of golf as well, but it's just like, you waking I don't know if it's a beginner thing or something, but as soon as you start to see a specific move forming that you've seen from another pair, you just tend to think that it's going to happen the exact same way that it happened with another pair, when it's just not really going to be the same, because it's like, it's just in different sessions. You never really know what way it's going to react. Obviously, like I opened a USD CAD trade before New York even opened, or before that 1 o'clock. What was it, 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock in your time?
Which UCAD?
Yeah, I think I had like UCAD trade open at like something like 9 and 8, like that.
You open this. Oh, that's the 4 hour.
12 o'clock is around 12 o'clock is when at 11:45, between 11:45 and 12 o'clock is when I opened the trade GMT.
6:30. Yeah.
No, it would have been 7:30.
Dude, I like this setup, but like, is this a pair that I trade? No, so I'm not going to take it. And I guess you could call it a beginner mindset or whatever you want to call it, but forget that. Like, what was I saying to you yesterday on Slack? I was saying something about what was I saying? It was in one of these threads. It had something to do with this. Drawing a blank right now.
Was it? I think it might have been. Hang on, I'll check now. I think I might have it here.
It was like a long thing. Maybe analysis breakdown.
Was it the voice message you sent me after the GJ trade and I over risked, or which one was it?
I don't think it was a private message. I think it was London session. It was definitely in public.
Okay.
I don't know fundamentals.
Oh yeah. You asked how did I manage, or how did we manage risk, and then I replied saying 4 out of 10, and then you came back to me and said,
yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. I said, it's at around 3:30 in the New York session group chat.
Got it. I'll probably. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I don't know why I was drawing a blank on that, but like you joined what, 2 weeks ago?
Well, not even a week yet. It'll be a week.
Not even a week. Do you start to feel that turn in your head when it comes to discipline and psychology and your emotions being in this market? Like, you are still doing some things that you normally are doing. That's what happened with everyone when they came in here. Just about. Ask anyone. They were all like kind of taking those mistakes that they were doing, and now it's starting to sink in with a lot of them, right? So you're doing all the right things, and everything's starting to catch on. You're learning from some of these moves or some of these things that you're doing, over trading. You're already not over trading anymore, right?
Yeah, well, I've overtraded today because I've taken like.
Well, I mean,
see, that's my main point. Is like I took a trade pre-London, in London, pre-New York, in New York, and that's just like.
That's the thing. Like, you want to stick to 1 or 2 sessions and 1 or 2 trades in each session, maybe just one. You got yours in London, and that's what I wanted to say before. You got your win in London. Do you want to risk your profits on maybe even on a pair that you don't normally trade? You want to risk the profits and double those profits and compound. That's how you grow your account. But you want to compound that account with setups that and pairs that in the next session. So, New York, the way gold happened today, that's a great that's a great trade. You know, maybe not EJ, because EJ was kind of playing around over here. You were buying at a high, or we were buying at a high. Maybe don't take that. You know, you did have this range, but wait for that clean breakout of this whole zone over here instead of just like teetering over at this resistance. And this ended up being the right resistance. We were wrong. We thought the resistance was right here. We thought price was breaking above it. We were going to take it up here. Actually, did you take this trade?
No, I didn't trade DJ.
Yeah,
I said I was.
You were disciplined with this, yeah.
But it's just like, I think I need to get into my head, like, obviously, as James might have had the other day or yesterday when he missed that trade, like the whole FOMO thing. And then it's like I need to get into my head that it's okay to come to the live session and not take a trade if I've already taken a trade and I've already been profitable, you know?
Either way, whether you take a trade or not, you're still coming here and gaining something. You're gaining experience by watching the market. You're gaining knowledge by listening to any of us talking. And that's completely fine. Like there's plenty of times where I don't take a trade in I don't trade every session. I'm completely fine with that. If I don't see a setup I like, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to just like force a trade, because your number one rule is discipline and also preserving your capital.
Yeah, see, the thing about it is that I have stopped forcing a trade or just taking a trade just for the sake of it, even though there's no confirmation, you know?
So that's progress.
Absolutely. And I've seen incredible increase and, you know, positive outcome from starting 75 hard the other day. Like in my psychology and how I feel mentally is like 250% better than it was last week. You know, it's crazy.
So everyone has their I don't know, I guess you could call it weakness or one thing that they're really trying to work on when they come in here. Everyone's different. Everyone had their own thing, and we just found yours, you know, and that's what you're working on right now. Maybe, I mean, it is over trading in a way, but we're going to work on that as well. But, you know, you're making great progress, especially with your mindset. Remember when we hopped on our Zoom, you were just looking for something, right? Like you're finding it.
Exactly.
And I couldn't be happier to have you in here. So, you know, just keep it up, stay disciplined, focus on the discipline first, like first and foremost.
Absolutely.
And then move on from there.
No, absolutely.
But guys, I'm about to hop off right now. I got to head up to the city. Great session. I think we all managed risk really well on the EJ trade. It was kind of a shitty little setup. We should have known that, you know, we were basically buying at a high, but I do like the setup. I've seen this many times. So with that, you know that you can afford a couple losses on that setup, and majority of the time you're going to win. Like there was a high probability that price was going to come up to 129 and retest, but it didn't happen. We managed risk. We didn't lose nearly as much as what we normally do, hopefully. And if anybody did, you know, just reach out to me. We'll talk about it. But that's the session Thursday. Wednesday. Tomorrow we got Thursday. Still should have some volume. Also, pay attention to this when we hop off the session. Where is it? The monetary policy report. Just, you know, keep an eye on this and go read it. You know, it's online. It'll show you what they're saying. Just look it up. You could Google it. I'll actually post it into the Slack group as well. But just pay attention to what they're saying there, and then look at GJ, look at some of the pound pairs, and see the way it's reacting, so that you can kind of predict that for the next time that monetary policy report comes out. So with that, guys, have an awesome day. Guys doing the 75 hard, keep doing, keep pushing. It's going to start getting hard right now. We're on day 2. Just embrace it. Just put your head down and work. Like, that's what it's for. It's going to be hard. But you just got to embrace every single part of that. I'm sore as shit. I don't care. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to do it. So let's go and have a great day, all right?
Likewise, man.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. See you later.
Great. Yo, Giovanni, great call. We got to get like a sound. But all right, guys. Have a good one, all right?
All right.
Good night, guys.
You guys.